All right, so yesterday we had an introduction to line plots. So hopefully, and I know I have my writing and it looks messy, but if you were here with me yesterday, which hopefully you were, then you understand this. And if you weren't here, then you should stop now and watch yesterday's lesson first, because today we are building on that information, okay? So yesterday, we looked at this line plot, we looked at this data set, and we graphed the line plot. We plotted the data. Today, I'm going to introduce 3 vocabulary words to you that are really important. The first one is range, okay? And so for range, oops, sorry, I just hit my camera. For range, when I used to teach this a while ago, I taught 4th grade a long time ago, I used to think about a mountain range, okay? And a mountain range, has a really high spot and it has some really low spots. And that always helped me remember that range is the difference between, and I'm kind of writing notes between, the greatest and least numbers in the data set. Okay, so when I look at the numbers in my data set, and I know I crossed them out, but I can even look up here. The greatest number I have was a 7.5. And the smallest number, or the lowest number I had, was a 5. So the range would be the high minus the low. Okay, so it would be 7.5 minus 5. Okay, so if we do that together, 7 minus 5, well, really, first we can do a half minus nothing is a half. And 7 minus 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 2.5 is the difference. That is the range, okay? It shows you what kind of, how far does your data span, okay? How far does your data span? Yesterday, you actually calculated the range in the activity. You just didn't call it the range, okay? So finding the difference between the greatest and the least. And like I said, I'm going to make an anchor chart to show you, but this mountain range always helped me. The next one is called the median. Now, the median's kind of weird. The median I always thought of, so I'm going to draw a road, and I'm going to draw this, that usually this is like a yellow line in the middle, but some roads have this kind of like a concrete block in the middle, so that the people going one way and the people going the other way are separated. So that middle piece is called a median. Okay, it's kind of in the middle of the road, separating one side from the other, separating the oncoming and the incoming traffic. So that just helps me. That has nothing to do with math, but that helps me remember what median means. Okay, median is the middle value of an ordered set. Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't have a ton of room here. Okay, so the median is the middle value of an ordered set of data. Now, the tricky thing here is your data has to be in order. Okay, so if I ordered my data right now, okay, and I'm actually going to order it down here for us so I have room. If I ordered my data, the first piece of data would be a 5, then another 5, then another 5. And I got that by reading 5, 5, 5. Then I've got 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. So you see how I'm getting that? 5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Then I've got 3 6s. 6, 6, 6. Then I've got 6.5, 6.5. Okay. So I'm over here. I've got 7, 7. Oops, 7, 7. I've got 3 7.5s. 7.5. See, this is where I needed room. 7.5, 7.5. So this is all of my data, but it's not just all my data in any random order. It's all of my data in order from least to greatest. That's a G, greatest. Okay, so it's ordered data, and that's important. It's ordered. Now, I said the median is the middle, and remember, I remember from the middle of the road, it's the middle, but when it's in ordered set. So this is an ordered set. So now let's see what number is in the middle. So you cross out one side, cross out the other side. Cross out one side, cross out the other side. I'm trying to get to the middle. Cross out one side, cross out the other side. Cross out one side, cross out the other side, cross out one side, cross out the other side, cross out one side, cross out the other side, cross out one side, cross out the other side. So look, so far from this side, I crossed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of data. And in the middle is a 6 and a 6. So what number is in the middle? In the middle, or the median, the middle value is a 6. So in this data, a 6 is the median, okay? And the last one, the mode. Mode looks like most. It's the number that appears the most. Now, this can also be tricky. The mode could be, there could be no mode. All the numbers could appear different times. There could be, it's possible to have a mode of that, it's possible to have no mode. It's also possible to have only one mode. Or it's possible to have several modes. And don't worry if you're still taking notes and you're like, what is she talking about? We're going to do some practice with this over the next few days. So don't stress if you're kind of feeling a little confused. We'll do some practice. This is just the notebook insert. So the number you see the most is the mode. So in this, well, I see 5, and I'm going to get my Sharpie. I see 5 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times, right? I also see 5.5 3 times. I also see 6 3 times. I also see 7.5 3 times. Guys, this set of data has 4 modes because all of these numbers are seen the most. Why is 6.5 not the mode? Well, because there's only 2 of them. That's not the most. And 7, there's only 2 of them. That's not the most. So if I was writing the mode of this set of data, I would say 5, 5.5, 6, and 7.5. Those are the modes of this data. Okay, and again, like I said, I'm going to make a nice anchor chart for you and I'll share that. So I hope that helps. And then let's do some practice together. I think practice is going to make you understand this. The only thing to be careful is pretend your data, and I'm going to just draw something random right now. Just pretend, okay, that you have data like this. I'm going to make up something really easy. 0, 1, 2, and 3. And there's 1 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those. Okay, so what number do you see the most? Well, you see 3 the most. So in this, you would say the mode is 3. What if all of the numbers were the same? Do you say that the mode is 0? No, because the mode isn't 0. You would say there's no number that we see the most, so there is no mode. Okay, so that's a little weird, but when we come across that, I'll try to show you some examples. Okay, so after taking these notes, what I really want you to do is look at our anchor chart that I'm sharing with you, because that's going to give you the clues that we talked about, how the range, you can think about a mountain range, high minus low. The median, you can think about the middle of a road, and mode sounds like most, the number that appears the most in the set of data. Okay, so excellent job listening along, and I hope that my anchor chart can help you to remember these.